back and I'm better. Week 3 in this motherfucker. Let's go. You already know the vibes. It's your boy Damo, aka Do Kaze Kage on TikTok, Dom.000 on Instagram. That's my vlogging slash fashion page. Pod pages. Let's take it there, pod. Let's take it there, pod on all platforms. Shout out to that. It's week 3. Let's get it. Let's fucking go. Week 3, week 3, week 3. Um, yeah, man. I missed y'all. It's been an interesting week. Things have been transpiring all week. You know I got the hookah, gotta get my shit going. You already know the vibes. Let me get this out the camera. I don't want that in the camera. But you know my shit right here with me. You know the vibes. It's definitely been an interesting week for me, for America, and yeah. So we're gonna get straight into it, man. Lighting these codes up, and y'all already know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. I like my mic without the thing, but I know it's better because you can't really hear my background with that thing on it. But it's okay. My fan is on. We're gonna push through. So, yes, we have an itinerary. Make sure y'all tapped in, man. I do this shit for y'all. I do this shit for me. I want to build camaraderie amongst us. We do this shit for each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change the narrative. I can't do it alone, you know? But shout out to the people that have showed mad love. My TikTok lives this week went crazy. Claps for that. Shit went nuts this week. Shit went like, 20,000 likes, 30,000 likes, and my friends was really showing mad love. So I definitely appreciate that for sure. Um, yeah, man, it's been a hell of a week, man. Get on the lives, man. We be chopping it up, real topics, real vibes. Always a nice tune in the background. You know I'm gonna put the tunes on. Come on now. So yeah, let's get to it though. Let's start with mental health. You know I'm big on that. First off, I want to say rest in peace to Lil Papa, man. I didn't really listen to his music, but hearing his story and hearing what they were saying, what happened and everything, man. I know it's been a minute. I didn't even really peep it for real until sometime this week, and I think he died sometime last week, and that shit is sick. And they come to find out he took his own life, and we don't know why. And then they saying that he was in a car when he did it, and all this other shit. It was a fender bender. Then they say he make sad music. Like it's a lot. So R.I.P. to him. Praise God to his family. And I'm bringing it up on this part of my podcast because it's very important that we talk about mental health for real. Very important. This is why I bring it up every single week to do something for yourself weekly, to be there for yourself, to show up for yourself because it's things like that that can happen to any one of us. We could wake up and make the decision not to be here any day. And it's up to us to do better to really fight for that and to fight for our lives and fight for our mental health. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. Um, so yeah, RIP to him and prayers to his family. May God be with them in this hard time for sure. And I hope nobody got no negative stuff to say. It's hard out here already. And there's too much stuff going on. So just be nice to people. You never know what people going through. And my mental health tip for the week is to pay attention to the signs for yourself and for others. And also, stillness is very important. Um, Sometimes you just gotta sit still, man, and you gotta pray on it. Because a lot of times we need direction and guidance, and God got that for us. Now, I'm not. I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, pray on it. Pray, 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 pray on it. It's very important because you might be moving too much, doing too many things all the time. You need to sit still. You need that stillness. You need that time. You can just vibe. You know what I'm saying? Just wait. Stillness and waiting is very patience. Not everything goes like you want it to. Rome one built in a day. Sometimes you just gotta sit still and sit in what you're going through and feel that, so you can know how to maneuver and move forward and learn. If every day you need to be learning, learning about yourself, learning new things. Like I always say, I'm not living if I'm not learning, and that's a fact. I want to be learning to the day I die. That's the most powerful thing you could always have. So yeah, sit still, man, and enjoy the stillness of things. I'm talking to myself as well, because if y'all know me, y'all know I'm quick to get into somebody's certification class. I'm quick to bounce down. You know what I'm saying? It's too still for me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that could be signs. See, it all correlate. That could be signs that you're running away from something, that you not feeling good the whole time. You just vibing, going about your day to day, when in reality, it's something bothering you. You know what I'm saying? So sit still. It's very crucial, very important, very important. So that's my mental health tips for the week. Pay attention to the signs and sit still. That's a fact. Okay. Now, who's been losing the motherfucking plot this week, dog? They losing the plot. Every week I find more and more shit about people losing the plot. Like, what is really going on? It, okay, let's just go ahead and get to it. Because this segment gonna be losing the plot slash we're gonna figure out some shit about our community. We gonna really chop it up. Yeah. Guns blazing. So I'm gonna put a clip in here because I'm gonna watch this clip. So y'all boy Donald Trump, y'all president, he fully endorses Jake Paul in the political campaign, basically saying that he can see him running for some type of office position, some type of Congress or something. Are you dumb? Have we lost the plot? Okay, so let's find this clip.
Come here, Jake. Say a few words. These are your people. Yeah, what Mr. Trump has taught me is courage. You know, we never back down from a fight, even if they're much bigger than you, much bigger than you. And I feel all the local Kentuckians feel the same way. You guys have that fight. You guys have that swag. There's a lot of young kids in here. The future of America. I grew up just a few hours away from here, and my dad taught me to fight. And all of our voices matter in America. And I'm never afraid to speak the truth, and I know you guys aren't. We are here representing the United States, and it's just a blessing. Thank you, Mr. Trump. We need more factories like this thriving all over the country, and I know he's going to be the one to bring that here to us. I know God is with us. I know he wants us on the right side of history, and everyone here has to do their part, and God's got us. Trump's got us. God bless. Love you, Kentucky. No, he's a great guy. He's a courageous guy and a talented guy. He's a hell of a fighter, too, by the way. And I just want to say, I'm going to make a prediction that you will be, in the not too distant future, running for political office. Okay? And you have my complete and total endorsement, okay? No, that's what we want. He's an incredible guy. A lot of courage and smarts. Come here, Jake.
So basically, anybody could just be a part of the motherfucking political. You ain't gotta have no credentials, no college degree, no law degree, no knowledge of any type of policy or political campaign in any way, shape, or form. You could just walk up and say, "Bitch, I want to be a part of the office." YouTuber turned boxer. That's what they called this man. That's what the headline said on CNN. I mean, on CBS. I'm sorry. YouTube. No, let me make sure I got it right because I don't want to. I don't want to be quoting wrong. Hold on. On CBS, yeah. YouTube turned boxer. Y'all dead ass right now. Y'all dead serious right now. YouTube turned boxer, and he could confidently see him running for political office. We have truly lost the fucking plot. But you know what? We lost that shit when this man became president anyway. He literally has only been in rooms with people of politics. He has no political background or backing whatsoever other than the money and the blackmail that he has. So what are we to expect? Y'all really sat up and said, we don't love her. We just don't love her. We just don't feel her. When Kamala Harris was literally running for office, and she has been in every political seat damn near more qualified than half the presidents before her. She already was a lawyer, a state, was she a state senate? The attorney general of the United States. That's basically the lawyer of the country. She basically she basically protects the country legally. And then vice president. On top of all the other commendable things she's done in politics. Now granted, we are human beings. We all make mistakes. Things might not make sense to everybody, but y'all serious? I guess qualifications just don't fucking matter anymore. That's basically what the fuck y'all telling me. You just don't got to be qualified to do shit no more. Basically, just do what the fuck you want to do. We all can just do what the fuck we want to do. Just okay. Well, I'm gonna run for president since I've been here for 35. Like, please shut the fuck up. But you know what? All that motherfuckers say is you got to be a citizen. You got to be over 35. So anyway, what's next on the list? Lord have mercy. What is next on the list? It be too much going on. We have truly lost the plot. Okay, some war news. So your boy, the toilet brush, done they done let a missile off. It hit another elementary school. Numerous amounts of kids found dead. But you know what? Iran, I don't have nothing to do with that. I didn't tell we begged for him not to do that shit. So please be calculated with y'all moves because I don't got nothing to do with it. Honestly, I'm just saying. Oh, we heard y'all got a new supreme leader. Y'all end up sneaking somebody in real quick, and let's find out who he is. They say he was the son of the man that somebody murdered. Hey, let's see. His name is Mocha Moshaba Moch. I can't say that. Can't think of his name, but Kamini Kamine. However you pronounce his name, I do apologize. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Um, in reality, y'all have every right to do what y'all need to do. I'm not gonna sit up here and say y'all don't. That is what retaliation does. Every action has a reaction. That's just what it is. Um, yeah, he vows vengeance in fury. Yikes. It just be a lot, y'all. It just be a lot. And this is my thing. Mushtaba, that's his name. I see. You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna hold y'all hand when I say this. You you have never half of us, majority of us have never been in a fucking war, have never fought for this fucking country, any of that shit. And so for it to be a bunch of old motherfuckers who haven't barely shot a motherfucking gun a day in their motherfucking life, and if they did, it wasn't to fight for your motherfucking country. It's because you was hunting, you was on some word shit, but you want to send the motherfuckers out and send the state troops out because you get your old ass out there and do that shit because this is a war between y'all. You did that shit. Get in motherfuckers' business. Two things can be true though. Was that man the best leader? According to research, absolutely not. They were probably plotting a regime anyway. But it's ways you do things. It's ways to do things. It's orders to go through, regulations to go through. You don't just wake up at midnight and bomb somebody's fucking country. Like you just woke up and turn the page. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? That man, they said that man came in here with a bunch of hatred. Y'all killed his mother and his father. And this man served in a war, so he know what the fuck. I'm just here to tell y'all the news. The man served in the war, and if you notice, Iran has been attacking our allies. Allies have been backing away, saying they don't want nothing to do with us, saying they're warning their citizens not to come to the United States. We're losing the plot here. Majority of our stuff comes from overseas. Ships, the borders. That shit is imported. Half the shit we got made in China. Like, are y'all kidding me? This is a war of God. This is what God wanted. Now the God I serve. I don't know what's going on here, but yeah. So basically, Mochuba, yep, Mochuba. He is the new supreme leader over there. He threats to ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz after President Donald Trump indicated to the world that he would like to wrap up the war soon. So I can't say all them words because I'm not of Iranian culture. I'm not trying to butcher anything. I don't think it's just gonna. You think you're just gonna bomb this whole country multiple times? It's gonna be over like that? Probably not. You know, Dubai is in crisis right now. My boy over there, prayers for y'all, all the American citizens. Prayers to the Dubai citizens as well. Please stay safe. It's a lot going on. I'm praying for y'all. It's just World War III is insane. When this man literally over and over and over said that he was not going to throw our people into war, a pointless war that Kamala would, that Biden would, that Obama would, but he wouldn't. It's just a lot going on, man. Just stay safe out here. And also, one last thing about that, I don't care what somebody says out there. Like he just spewing nonsense. Read that not over 100 pages worth of that big beautiful bill that he put out. Everything he says, he's doing. So that's on y'all. I don't care. I'm. We're all getting affected by it. It's Joe as fuck, and we honestly need to come together as a community to try to figure this shit out. 34 states to override the government. We need to figure it the fuck out. They not getting prosecuted for any of the things they've done. The inhumane, demonic, ritualistic, cannibalism, all those things they did. And y'all got the audacity to still to we warn the forces, the police, what the fuck they gonna do to a nuclear whistle? I said, I can't even talk. A nuclear missile. What the fuck they gonna do to a nuke? What they gonna do to a nuke? Please tell me. So, anyway, we're losing the plot once again. It's just we think we bigger in the program. It be too much going on, and I don't want no parts in that shit. One last thing I want to losing the plot thing, and I'm gonna move on. Why the fuck is Boosie and Chief Keef arguing? Like, bitch, it's too much going on for real. Boosie and Chief Keef. Who do Chief Keef even talk to? What are we doing? Y'all just want to do shit. I just want to find something to do, something to talk about, something to be involved in. Like, ain't no fucking way Boosie and Chief Keef got some beef. What beef could y'all possibly have? Y'all don't even run in the same circles, dude. We're losing the plot. It's not working. We need to come together, find some real shit to worry about. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please, please. I don't, it just be too much going on. Okay, next. Next. So, this segment is called Let's Take It There. And we're going to discuss a multitude of topics, some that people have recommended, who watch the show, who vibe with me, and just some things that I think we need to discuss for the week that would be good for us to just harbor on because we need to change the narrative on these topics for real. And just a lot of these podcasts do real toxic stuff. We need to change the narrative. It's really time to change the narrative. Honestly, it is. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is grief. Grief is so important to discuss because there are steps you take to quote unquote try to get through grief, but when you lose something that you love, you always in some way, shape, or form grieve that you'll miss it. You'll have feelings about it. It's just how life works, right? Um, but you have to give yourself time to actually grieve and go through the process because if you don't, that's how regret is formed. That's how loneliness is formed. Baggage is brought. So many things come from not grieving properly that we have to really take the time to give ourselves that choice and that chance to grieve. Because I always say the biggest blessing you got every day is when God gives you a chance to make choices again. And that means He woke you up. All right. Yes, grief is something that we just don't take enough time to go through, especially when you grieve somebody that's still hurt. Like, when your relationships end, that's grief. Those things are grief. Those things are things you go through, things that happen, things that make you feel. Um, it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. And I feel like we don't take the time to fully process all that. Like when somebody break up with you, and you know it's over. That's a you grieving that loss. You just lost your person. You lost somebody that you love. When a friendship is lost, and not to death, but because y'all just stopped being friends, and it was somebody that you genuinely loved. That's like a hard pill to swallow. It's not easy going through all these things and feeling all these things and you're not properly handling that because you have to properly handle that. It's very important. Um, I asked the people on my live about that the other day. Like, you got to take your time and go through that process. It's very important from the anger to the sadness to the acceptance and all of the above. It's very important if you want to really get through that process and figure it out. You're gonna have to figure out yourself and go through your process. These things take time. That's why the processes were made. So take that time and grieve through your process. You lost that person, it wasn't right. Things were wrong, and sometimes you get wrong, and there's no closure from that person. Sometimes there's no right answer to the situation. There's no nothing that comes from that. It's just something that you just go through, you know? Um so yeah, take your time and go through that process. It's very important. And I think that we don't do enough for that, honestly. Um let's see. Boundaries. Yeah, boundaries. A lot of us as people never really had to deal with boundaries because a lot of people don't really say get it off their chest how they really feel. Me included. I you could say I was a yes man. You could say I've been a because I'm so nonchalant about a lot of stuff that I just really don't care that much. So I just be vibing like it just be what it be. You know what I'm saying? I don't really be taking that shit too seriously. I just be trying to do what I need to do so I can get through the situation and move on. In reality, like I just said, I need to go through my process and figure out what's right for me, what's not right for me, what I do and don't want, and things of that nature. So it's very imperative that you set boundaries with these people that you fucking with. Very imperative. It's very important. People will take and take and take and take and take and take from you until you don't know, you don't have nothing else left. Until you just have given your all. And sometimes it's really your fault because you allowed them to. And that's where the accountability comes in and the boundaries have to be set because you got to leave some room for yourself. And it talks about that in the Bible all the time. You can't pour into nobody else's cup until you've overflowed yours. You give them the overflow, right? So, real spill, be sure to set boundaries with people because people will continue to do things to you that you do not like. And if you do not speak up or say anything about how you feeling, they gonna do it. A person only gonna do what you allow them to do to you. Let me repeat that. A person is only going to do what you allow them to do to you, and that's a fact. There is no. That's just how human brains work. That's just how this shit is operated. And it might feel bad. It might feel hard to do, but you have to understand that this person is going to keep doing shit to you until you stop that shit. The more you take that person back after they fuck you over, they don't think it's okay. They don't think you're not going nowhere. The more you let your friend get away with that slick ass comment, they don't keep getting away with it. The more you let your family member keep asking you for stuff, you keep saying yes, knowing damn well you don't have nothing left to give, they don't keep asking. You can only do so much. We all human. And we gotta understand that, and that's why boundaries are so important. And everybody has to have them. Everybody has to have them. It's very, very, very important. And I learned this from a good friend of mine, my girl, who pre love her down. Shout out to my girl. Follows on Instagram at Keon World. Love her. That's my dog. One thing about her, she's selfish. The pre gonna choose her at any moment, anytime. She don't give a fuck, and that is what I admire about her. And that's not to say she won't do for you. The pre give you the shirt off her back. The pre will give you the shirt off her back. She'll pick you up. She'll give you money. She'll give you her house. Let you drive her car. She's just a good person all around. Never played about me. Calls me constantly. Checks on me. Loves me for real. Like that's one of my most recent friends that have just really showed out. Like she don't play about me. But she also chooses Lepre. When Lepre too overwhelmed, she gonna take that space. When Lepre don't want to do something, she's not gonna do it. When she fed up, she gonna show it. And she's gonna say it nicely first that you're not gonna keep doing that to me. I'm cool. And then eventually she's gonna leave you the fuck alone. That's a boundary. She set her boundaries and it is what it is. just be what it be. And sometimes you gotta take it there. It is what it is. You feel me? I don't rock with that shit. I ain't fucking with it. So what's up? We either gonna keep going or we gonna move around. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's real spell. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk about one last topic, but I think I'm gonna save that. Join the live this week. We'll talk about it on live. Join the live this week. We gonna chop that up. I think I'm gonna say that for the live. This last segment, real quick, little spill. It's gonna be a financial. We're doing financial tips every week. I'm learning just as much as y'all, so we can grow together. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all got anything that y'all wanna add in or talk about or actually give advice about, DM me. We gonna work. We gonna rock because we gotta start investing in each other. It's very important. So I want to talk about Roth IRAs and the actual perks of a Roth IRA, IRA, and what they really do for you, right? So let's get on good on handy Chat GPT because I don't be fucking with AI like that, but it's very good to learn a quick tip, and you can do more research from her depending on what prompts you put in. And I know AI has been draining the fucking water out here. That's what they say, but it's pros and cons to everything. So let's look this up. Um, okay. See me in chat. We gotta think. Now I've been in tech. We definitely gotta think for sure. So my prompt was Roth IRAs. What is it? And what are the perks and cons of having one? What would some example numbers look like with the Roth IRA? So a Roth IRA or a Roth individual retirement account is a retirement investment account where you contribute money you've already paid taxes on, and then your investments grow tax free. When you withdraw in retirement age 59 and a half and meeting rules, you generally pay zero taxes on the gains. That's how people love this. They say, think about it like planting a tree. You pay taxes on the seed today, but all the fruit later is tax free. So, you basically, it works like this: you contribute money to your account, you invest the money in assets like stocks, ETFs, or mutual funds. The investment grows over time, and retirement withdrawals are tax free if rules are followed. So there's a limit, though, right? It's about 7,000 per year if you're under 50, and 8,000 per year if you're over 50. You can open it with companies like Vanguard, Fidelity Investments, or Charles Schwab, or we could find a black owned one. We need to work on that. Invest in our black banks. So the major perks are it's tax free growth. So at 25, right, you start contributing 7,000. The value for the year will be $7,490. By 35, you will have put in 70,000, and then in value after all its growth, you'll be at 96,000. At 45, you'll be at 140K. Um, and then the value of that will be a 7% average return, which will be 276,000, and then so on and so forth. So you only put in basically 245,000 for 10, 20, 30, 15 years roughly, right? But it grows up to $708,000 tax free. So that's well over what you put in. And it says a normal taxable account could owe tens of thousands of dollars in capital gain taxes. So you can withdraw contributions anytime. So basically, you can take out the money you put in, not the gains, whenever you want without penalty. So if you contributed 30,000 over several years, your account grows to 45,000. You can withdraw the 30,000 anytime if you need it. So and these are they have no required withdrawals. Um so traditional retirement accounts force withdrawals later. A Roth IRA has no required minimum distributions. You can leave the money growing for your whole life. Basically, that's what that means. So, and this is why people love these for younger people because you start off young. By the time you're 60, you got your pension and your Roth IRA. If you played it right and had 9 to 5, some people don't want those. I get it. I don't know if I want to work a 9 to 5 the rest of my life, but that's another story. Okay, and lastly, we're going to talk about some downsides. The contributions are limited. You have income limits. If you make too much, you can't contribute directly. Um, and then gains are locked into retirement, so you can't touch those until you retire. And then it says no immediate tax deduction. So that's some downsides. So yeah. Um, so a simple Roth scenario. So if you got a Roth at 60, you got 830,000, which is tax free. So you take all that out. But another person who put a taxable account, they would have 830, but they probably wouldn't get back, but maybe 650, which is still like, damn, I just bought all this money and I can't get all my money back. So you can learn more about this on websites like Vanguard or Charles Schwab. And there are financial advisors that will help you. I think we all as people should have a financial advisor once you start getting a certain amount of money or just money, period. Like budgeting is so important. I have a hard time doing that. And I'm working on it right now. So yeah, that's my financial tip for the week. I think I have a Roth IRA right now. I might. We'll see. I think I got one with my job. But I'm gonna get another one to start putting my own money in and working on that. Try to put a little, 2 racks a year, 3 racks a year if I got it. We'll see. But yeah, that concludes my pod today. So if you have any advice, any tips, any things you want to talk about, please hit me up. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for y'all. I want to learn more, do more for us, bring us together so we can do our own thing. Because obviously, they don't give a fuck about us. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. You know where to find me. Let's take it there pod on Instagram is my main platform. There will be other platforms coming soon. The pod is on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, iHeartRadio, etc., etc. Be on the lookout for more things. The posts are coming. The lives are coming. Follow me on TikTok at Dokazakage. That's where I will be on live mainly. And yeah, that wraps up week 3. I love y'all. Peace.